America says that Arctic, though that area is international and can be claimed
Right.
by anyone. Then you have China and Russia. They say, look, it's under our control. China recently said that it's an Arctic nation or some such. I forget. They suddenly said they staked claim, and they've got these icebreakers that the ships that they suddenly started manufacturing. Now, what is that all about? Of course, there is geopolitics, but why is there no clarity about the legal status of who owns what?
That's a really good question, and it's really integral. So, if you look at a map and say a really good way to sort of explain and understand the issues here is when you look at a map of Canada and you look at a map of Arctic Canada, and what maybe folks might not appreciate is the northern part of Canada is a whole bunch of islands, lots and lots and lots of islands with these passageways going through. So Canada says, therefore, that if the ice melts between these islands and that creates a passage from Atlantic to Pacific, it's going through all our islands. It's clearly our territory. And we have the right to sort of manage who goes in and out of our territory. Russia agrees with that because Russia's in a similar situation. It wants to manage trade and benefit from trade that goes through its Arctic waters. So Russia and Canada both say, they're in national. The United States and China both say, no, we want to use it too. We want to be able to come because it's a passageway from Pacific to Atlantic. It counts as an international passageway. So if we're just going through it under international law, we're allowed to just go through. And so this is more of a debate about existing international maritime law and the status of these different seaways. And there are lawyers, international lawyers, who could give you arguments on both sides. And generally, Canada and the United States, up to this point, have agreed to disagree. So as you said, China now actually has more icebreakers than the United States, which is incredible, because they're the world's second largest shipping nation, commercial shipping nation. And, partly I think China, I think a little like India, is also, as it grows and becomes stronger and richer, is looking to position itself as a power befitting its size. And it looks at where the West is operating. It's like, well, we should be doing that too. So I think there's certainly an element of that. There's an element of, as a commercial shipping nation, it's in its interests to long-term interests. And China, as we know, plans very, very long-term to start planning its shipping industry in that kind of way. And then there also is, that's just old-fashioned superpower dynamic with we want it, and if we want it, you can't have it kind of a thing. That's just so childish, and I thought we'd grown out of during the Cold War, but apparently we haven't.